that seat into place. And we're ready to go as the players are shaking hands at the midcourt circle. Referee Hansen ready to throw out the ball. He talks to the two captains, gets everything squared around. We're about ready to go. He points over to the other referee, Schaefer. Now he's ready to throw the ball up. Here we go. There's the whistle, and there's the ball up in the air, and the ball is controlled by the Fergus County Eagles. Jim Weir with the ball underneath, and immediately he's fouled in there by number 14, Hunter Fuqua for the Red Devils, and I believe the basket's going to count as it went in. Yes, it is good. As the referee Hansen says 2 points. So quickly, 2-0. Fergus County out in front as Jim Weir with a nice layup off the jump ball by his big man, Brian McConnell. So McConnell wins the tip, and Weir now will shoot a free throw, make it a three-point play. Dribbles once, free throw on the way, it's good. 3-0, Fergus County out in front, and coming back down now, number 20, Corey Neasley for the Red Devils, and another foul as number 14, Jim Weir for the Fergus Eagles runs into Neasley, fouls him, so Glendive will get the ball out on the side. Referee Schaefer hands the ball to number 42, Randy Anderson. Anderson now dumps it off to Hunter Fuqua. Fuqua, the floor general for the Red Devils. He dumps it off to number 20, Neasley. Neasley on the far side, looking around. Dribble being guarded closely now by number 24, Mike Chase. Neasley dumps it off to number 20, Neasley. Neasley can't dump it off to Neasley. That's my fault. Fuqua pass off to Neasley. Neasley takes a shot and misses. And passes off and rebound by the Fergus Eagles by Mike Chase. So once I get my bearings straight here we go back again, live action. Fergus County with the ball. Mike Chase on the near side. Passes it over to Weir. The two outside guards for the Eagles. Pass around. He dumps it off to number 30 now. Hutchinson. Hutchinson with the baseline jumper about 12 feet away. It's good. And it's 5-0. Fergus County out in front. Glendive quickly back down now. Bringing the ball down. Number 32. Roger Fassing for the Red Devils, and there's a whistle and a foul on the play as number 24, Mike Chase, got his hands in there, and he fouled Fasting. So it'll be Glendive's ball out on the side. It'll be on the far side, throwing the ball in. Number 42, Randy Anderson for the Red Devils. Referee Hansen hands on the ball. He gives it in to Corey Neasley. Neasley over to Fuqua. Fuqua now with the ball on the near side, dribbling around, being guarded closely there by the Eagles. He dumps it off to number 32, Fasting. Fasting dribbles off and gives it over to Neasley. Neasley now back to Fasting. Fasting drives, base foot jumper, 2 points, nothing but left. And Fasting picks up where he left off last night, the smooth left-hander. He's a forward for the Red Devils, and back now for the Eagles. And stolen in there by number 20, Corey Neasley, as we go back the other way. As a mad scramble for the ball, and finally Neasley picks it up for the Red Devils, and he dumps it off to Fuqua. Fuqua now dribbles around to the far side, dumps it off to Fasting. Fasting now with the ball over his head, gives it back to Fuqua. Fuqua now looking for somebody to pass it off to, gives it to Dan Hood. Dan Hood dribbling around on the far side. He gives it back to Fuqua. Fuqua now dribbles to the near side. He's going to drive the key. Dumps it off to number 20, Neasley. Neasley in the corner. Dumps it off to Fasting. He drives the lane. 2 points off the glass. And quickly, the Red Devils come right back, and it's 5-4. Fergus County out in front. Bringing the ball down now for the Eagles. Number 50, that's Brian McConnell. I don't know why the big man's bringing it down, but he did a nice job. It was stolen away in here by number 14, Hunter Fuqua. And he dumps it off to Fasting. Fasting, no, it wasn't Fasting. He dumped it off to Neasley, who was fouled underneath the basket. And he's fouled in there by number 30.
That's Jim Hutchison with his first personal third-team foul on Fergus County. Now, Fuqua's the man going to the line as he faked that pass off to Neasley and kept it himself and put up the shot, and was fouled on the fast break.
So Fuqua now with a chance to tie it up. He'll have 2 shots. The first one goes in, and we're all knotted up 5-5. 5:49 remains in the first period of play. Referee Schaefer hands Fuqua the ball for his second attempt. Shots on the way. It's up, no good. Rebounded in there by number 42, Randy Anderson for the Red Devils. He passes it off to Fuqua. Fuqua out to Fasting. Fasting over to Neasley. Neasley now fakes a shot and then goes up with it again. Baseline jumper, no good. Rebound by number 10, McKinney for the Eagles as we come back the other way. McKinney now going coast to coast. And we're going to have a foul on number 32, Roger Fasting. He's got a little close to McKinney.
And that's something we noticed last night when these two teams played different opponents. We had a lot of fouls out there. The game with Fergus County early, we had 28 fouls. Glendive had about 20 fouls in their game last night also.
Okay, back to live action now. Back underneath the bucket for The Eagles, number 30, Hutchinson, with an easy layup for 2 points, and 7-5. Eagles go back up in front. Back down the other way. Hunter Fuqua with the ball. Dribbles towards the top of the key. Decides to drive the lane. Passes out to Fasten on the near side. Fasten cross pass court to number 42, Anderson. He misses the shot and rebound by number 10, McKinney, for the Eagles as we come back the other way. Weir now dribbles past the mid-court stripe. Dumps it off to number 24, Chase. Chase dumps it off to McKinney. McKinney with a 15-foot jump shot, no good, and rebound by Anderson for the Red Devils. Bringing the ball down for the Red Devils now. Hunter Fuqua. Fuqua dribbles to the near side. Dumps it off to Fasting. Fasting holding the ball over his head, looking for somebody to pass to. Gives it over to Dan Hood. Hood now passes it over to Corey Neasley. Neasley gives it back to Fasting, takes a jump shot, no good. A rebound by number 42, 42, Jason Agart for the Eagles. And we have a foul on the rebound on the Red Devils. Foul on number 12, Dan Hood, his first personal, and third team foul for the Red Devils. So 4:34 remaining. Eagles out in front 7-5, and they'll get the ball back because they're going to bring it down their back court. And quickly, the ball's stolen and then lost right back out of bounds by number 24, Brian Doherty, for the Red Devils. But the Eagles will retain possession as he stepped out of bounds. Now back to live action as Pat McKinney with the ball on the far side. Passes it over to Weir. Weir now dumps it off to number 24, Mike Chase, and Chase with a 12-foot jump shot, good. Glendive now with the ball as Brian Doherty bringing it down. He dumps it off to Nisley. Nisley now dribbles down, but gives it off to Weir. Weir crosses the 10-second line and dribbles to the near side. Weir looking for to set up a play. Comes out towards the tip of the key now, going over to the far side. Still dribbling the ball. He jumps it off to Nisley. Nisley now turn around jump shot from 10. No good. Rebounded there by the Red Devils. Number 42 is Anderson, but there's a whistle and a foul. And checking in the game, back into the game for the Red Devils is Dan Hood.
Foul was on number 10, Pat McKinney, his fourth team foul for Fergus County.
So McKinney with his first foul.
We've seen just what we talked about in pregame. The Fergus County Eagles have taken Glendive out of their game plan, gone up by 4 points, and they're making them play their type of offense.
And we've seen a lot of fouls so far this game as compared to our first game, where we hardly shot a 1-and-1 at all the whole game. Back to live action now as Hunter Fuqua with the ball passes over to Fast on the left side, and he's called for traveling.
Roger Fasting forgot you had to put the ball down to dribble before you move both feet. As he was looking for someone to pass off to, decided to take it himself. Forgot he hadn't dribbled yet.
Now Lewiston going to bring the ball in as a substitute comes in for the Eagles. Number 30, John Hutchinson. And out of the game comes number 42, Jason Agart. So McConnell now to throw it in for the Eagles. He dumps it off to McKinney. McKinney now dribbling on the far side, throws it across court to number 24, Mike Chase. Chase now back to McKinney. McKinney signaling out there, trying to get a play set up. Passes over to Weir. Weir at the tip of the key. Comes over to the near side now. He passes the ball to McKinney into the corner. McKinney dumps it underneath to number 30, John Hutchinson. Hutchinson misses his jump shot. No good. He gets offensive rebound and puts it up and in. And it's 11-5. Fergus County out in front. Quickly now. Faster bring the ball down for the Red Devils. As he gives a nice pass to number 14, Fuqua. And Fuqua with the bunny. And he makes it 11-7 for the Red Devils. We have a foul on number 10, Pat McKinney. And that'll be his second. The bucket will count as Fuqua will go to the line and attempt a three-point play. 3:07 remains in the first period. 11-7 our score.
That was the second personal foul on McKinney, and he'll come back out of the ball game now. And checking back in is Jason Agart. Agart, one of those players that we watched last night, can really dominate a game when he gets hot.
Fuqua at the line now for the Red Devils. Dribbles it once or twice, takes a big slide now, puts it up in the air. It's no good, bounces off the back rim. Rebound by Fasting. His shot is blocked, but he's fouled. The referee Schaefer says he traveled first, so we're going to go back the other way as Lewistown retains possession. So we head back the other way. Number 30 now with the ball, Hutchinson. He passed it back to McConnell, the big man, who passed away past court. Bad pass by McConnell, intercepted there by number 12, Dan Hood for the Red Devils. And he dumps it off to Fuqua. Fuqua now back over to Duffner. Duffner in the ball game for the Red Devils. He dumps it off to number 24, Brian Doherty. And a whistle and another foul. We whistle on the Red Devils. And I believe it's going to be on number 24. Or not against the Red Devils, excuse me. The foul will be against the Eagles.
It's Mike Chase, number 24, his second personal. That also puts Fergus in the bonus situation and will send Doherty to the line.
Both teams weren't.
Checks in now too.
Both teams weren't even numbers out there, and sometimes it's hard to determine when they go with the odd and even number system. It's so much easier for us to give the game to you, but both teams out there with the even numbers, so we'll try to keep it as straight as possible for you. First shot by Doherty is up and good as we got an 11-8 ball game now. Fergus County up on top of the Glendive Red Devils.
The one consolation we do have is that Fergus County is wearing the blue with yellow numbers and Glendive wearing the white and red with red numbers.
And Doherty's second shot is also good. We got 11-9 ball game now as Glendive scratching their way back. We'll go back the other way for the Fergus County Eagles. Throwing the ball in is McConnell in the back court. Can't find anybody. Finally dumps it off to number 42, Jason Agard. Agard dumps it off to number 20, Todd Dawson, who misses the easy layup underneath all alone. And Fasting with the rebound for the Red Devils. Fasting now over to Fuqua. Back over to Fasting. Fasting fakes a shot. Dumps it off underneath to Dan Hood. Dan Hood missed the easy bunny now. He gets the rebound. Can't get it. And we go back the other way as number 42 comes up with the ball. Jason Agart for the Eagles. And now back over in the far corner for the Eagles. Gives it back out to number 12, or 14, Jim Weir. Jim Weir hits a 20-footer for 3 points. And that's 14-9. Fergus County up in front.
Glendive in that 2-3 defense is opening, leaving Fergus the open long-distance shot. And they can't get the shot inside, but to let him take the long distance one, that time Weir put it in for an easy 3.
Back to action now. Ty Duffner with the ball for the Red Devils. He dumps it off the Fasting. He's on the near side. Fasting shot no good. Rebound by Duffner, who's scrappy out there. Scrappy little guard. Hustles really well for the Red Devils. He dumps it off now to Hunter Fuqua. Fuqua now back to Duffner. Duffner gives it to Fasting at the tip of the key. Fasting fakes a shot again, doesn't do anything. Now he decides to dribble lane, puts it up, and it's good. That easy left-handed shot, and he is smooth. He's like a well-oiled machine down there as Roger Fasting with the 2 points. We got a 14-11 ball game with a minute 20 remaining in the first period. Jim Weir now passes it off to number 30, John Hutchinson for the Eagles. Hutchinson gives it to Dawson. Back over to Hutchinson. Hutchinson now trying to lose the ball over in the corner. Finally gets it back. Passes out to Weir. Weir over to Dawson. Dawson back to Weir. Weir fakes a shot. Passes it over to Dawson. Dawson now over to Hutchinson in the corner. He gets it inside to the big man, number 42, Jason Agard. He turns around. Can't make it. We got a rebound by Randy Anderson for the Red Devils. And back we go the other way now as the Red Devils bring the ball down. Hunter Fuqua with the ball. Dribbling towards the top of the key. Dumps it off to Fasting on the near side. He gives it back to He'll give a go to Fuqua. Nothing there. Back to Fasting. He gives it back to Ty Duffner. 3-point shot. No good. And we got a foul on the rebound. I gotta believe it's on number 42, Randy Anderson for the Red Devils. He climbed up the back of number 50, Brian McConnell. So back the other way we'll go with the 1-1.
First personal on Anderson, but that is only the fourth team foul now on Glendive as they send in Scott Duffner. And Fastings comes out, and Vince Carlson will be coming in for Brian McConnell.
No, we're not in the bonus. As Tim just said, that was the fourth team foul. So Fergus will take the ball out underneath the Glendive's basket.
And I noticed in the last trip down the floor, Jason Agard limping on his left foot. Looks like it is a little bit bandaged. He may have twisted or sprained the ankle last night in the game.
Vince Carlson now bring the ball down for the Eagles. He dumps it off to Hutchinson. Hutchinson's back to Carlson. Gives it over to Weir. Weir now dribbles towards the top of the key. Looking for somebody to give it to. He gives it over to number 20, Dawson. Dawson now over to Hutchinson. Back over to Carlson. Back over to Weir. We're coming over to the near side. Back over to the far side to Carlson to Hutchinson. Hutchinson looking around now. Dumps it off to number 42, Agard. And he gives it to Hutchinson. Hutchinson on the far side, being guarded in there by Dan Hood for the Red Devils. He dumps it off to Carlson, number 00, over to 14, Jim Weir. 2 seconds left. Weir takes a long jump shot, no good. And there's the buzzer at the end of the first period. And it scores at the end of the first period. Fergus County, 14. And the Glendive Red Devils, 11. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Action at the Butte Civic Center. Ready to start the second period. I'm not too sure who has a possession arrow. I do believe Glendive does. as referee Hansen pointing towards the Glendive front court area. And that's who's going to retain the ball. Start the second quarter, the Red Devils. And Hansen gives the ball to Mr. Jim Weir, and Jim Weir now is going to start things out for the Red Devils. Dribbling towards the top of the key. Being guarded close in here. Passes off to Fasting. Fasting goes up with a left-handed jump shot. No good. And we've got a whistle and a foul. I do believe the foul's on number 3, John Hutchinson. And he'll send number 32, Roger Fasting, to the line for the Red Devils.
A second personal on Hutchinson. And Fuqua and Fasting passing the ball around down there. They seem to be the only ones working to set the ball up, as you said during that break, Ned, as Glendive and Fergus County both. They seem to be going down the court saying, well, if I get an open shot, I'll take it. If not, we'll hold it a little while until somebody gets open and throw it around. They're not setting up anything yet.
Fasting's first free throw is good, as we got a 14-12 ball game now. Glendive down by 2. Referees getting the players straightened out down there in the painted area. Give the ball to Fasting now for his second free throw. It's on the way. It's up, and it's good. We got a 14-13 ball game now. Fergus County going to bring the ball up. And a long pass by McConnell, thrown out of bounds. Nobody even had a chance to get a shot at it, so Glendive will get the chance to throw the ball in underneath their own bucket. And throwing the ball in for the Red Devils, number 32, Roger Fasting. Fasting now waiting for the ball. Gets the ball from referee Hansen. Fasting now throws it into number 14, Hunter Fuqua. Fuqua now looking for somebody to dump it off to. Gives it over to Fasting on the near side corner. Fasting with the left-handed jump shot. No good. Rebound in there by number 14, Jim Weir, for the Fergus County Eagles. And back the other way we come, as Weir now dribbling down court. Finally passes it off to Mike Chase. Chase on the far side passes it off to Pat McKinney. McKinney dribbles in the corner. Can't find anybody. Gives it over to Mike Chase at the free throw line. Chase with the jump shot. No good. Rebound by number 12, Dan Hood, for the Red Devils. Back the other way we go, as Fuqua brings the ball down the near side for the Red Devils. Brings it back out now, looking for a play to develop. Looking for somebody to pass it to. Gives it off to Corey Nisley. Nisley now gives it over to Hood. Hood to Fastings. Fastings over to Hunter Fuqua. Fuqua with a long shot, no good. He gets his own rebound, then dumps it off to Corey Nisley. Nisley now with a long shot. It's no good. Fastings with the rebound. A turnaround jump shot, no good. He gets his own rebound and puts it back up, and it bounces and finally drops through for the Red Devils. So now Glendive takes the lead back over by 1. 15-14. Red Devils up.
Going back. 18 bouncer there by Fastings. That ball just refused to drop in.
It took about 5 seconds to drop in for the Red Devils. Now back the other way. Mike Chase with the ball for the Fergus County Eagles. He drops it off to Pat McKinney on the far side. McKinney over to Weir. Weir back to Chase on the near side. He cross-court pass. Throws it inside to McConnell, the big man. McConnell gets it back out to McKinney. Long 18-footer, no good. Rebound by Mike Chase. Mike Chase trying to get the ball back out now. He does to McKinney. McKinney now dumps it off to the near side to McConnell. McConnell cross-court pass over to Weir. Weir Chase now playing catch out in front. They pass over to McKinney in the far corner. McKinney now dumps it back out to Chase on the far side. Chase to McConnell in the far side. And now Weir with the three-point jump shot. It's going to end up short. And I believe he's going to get the rebound, but I believe he pushed number 14, Hunter Fuqua, to get it. And so Jim Weir now whistled for the foul. We'll go back. We'll take a walk down the other end of the court as Hunter Fuqua will shoot the 1-and-1 as Jim Weir commits his first personal foul.
Fuqua will down to shoot. We had a couple of substitutes come in as Darren Snow and Tom Huber both come in for the Glendive Red Devils, and out comes Corey Nisley and Dan Hood.
Hunter Fuqua now. Free throws on the way. It's up but no good, and rebounded by McKinney for the Fergus County Eagles. McKinney now taking his time, dribbling nice and easy. Bounce pass over to Chase on the far side. Chase across the 10-second line. Dumps it off to Hutchinson in the corner. Back to McKinney. McKinney goes underneath. Hits number 42, Jason Ager, who goes for a turnaround jump shot. But he's fouled in there by number 34, Tom Huber. So Huber draws his first personal. And going to the line for the Fergus County Eagles, Jason Agert. Agert now the chance to tie up this ball game. His team trails by 1 point. The officials getting the players lined up in the key, awaiting the free throw by Agert. Agert now with the ball, dribbles a couple times, eye of the bucket. Shots on the way. It's no good as it bounces off the backboard. Score remains 15-14. Red Devils out in front. Ager will get his second chance now, as he was in the act of shooting when he was fouled. Dribbles twice. Second shot on its way. And it bounces off the backboard. It's no good. Rebounded in there by Roger Fasting for the Red Devils. Quickly, Fasting outlet pass over to Huber. Back to Fasting. He crosses the midcourt line. And gets rid of it to Darren Snow at the tip of the key. Snow now dribbling around, looking for somebody to dump it off to. He gives it off to Tom Huber on the right side. Huber now back to Duffner. Duffner out with the ball, driven towards the top of the key. They're trying to develop a play here. He drops it off to Darren Snow. Snow over to Roger Fasting at the free throw line. He decides not to shoot and dumps it back over to number 34, Tom Huber. And Huber passes it off to number 30, Darren Snow, who's called for traveling. And then back into the game, Corey Neasley. He's going to give Roger Fasting a break for the Red Devils. So Neasley back in the game now for the Red Devils as Fergus County is going to take the ball out. Bring the ball down, number 42, Agard for the Eagles. He dumps it over to McKinney on the far side. McKinney crosses the free court, the mid-court stripes. Dumps it off to Chase. Chase looking around for a shot. Can't put it up. He gives it over to McKinney. McKinney over to Hutchinson at the top of the key. Back over to Chase on the right side. Dumps it off to McKinney in the far corner. Shot by McKinney, no good. Rebound by Agard. Agard puts it up off the glass, 2 points. 16-15 with 4:58 remaining in the second period.
And that was the first bucket by Fergus County in this second quarter.
And that score should read 16-15, shouldn't it?
16-13 is what the score should be.
So they got the score wrong on the scorer's table, so we'll have to see what happens. Anyway, down the other end, number 20, Corey Neasley with a nice layup for the Red Devils.
Should be 16-15 now.
16-15 is the score. Maybe they missed a score earlier. The scoreboard has a score of 17-16. And nobody's really complained about it too much, so maybe that's the score. Chase for a shot for Lewistown. Puts it in. 18-17 our score now. As Fasting comes back in and Dan Hood for the Red Devils. Also Brian Doherty checking in for the Red Devils. 18-17 our score. Red Devils up on top. We have a different score up here from what they show on the scoreboard.
I recounted, and 17-18 is our score.
Okay.
I had missed a bucket.
Okay, we missed a bucket up here, so it was our mistake. So it's 18-17. Glendive out on top as Fasting with the ball on the front court. Gives it off to number 30, Darren Snow. Darren Snow dribbling towards the tip of the key. Looks to pass it off and does over to Fasting. Fasting fakes a shot, then drives the baseline, puts up a nice soft jumper, and 2 points for Fasting. I can't say enough about that Fasting. He's got a nice smooth touch for the Red Devils. Bring the ball down now for the Eagles. Number 10, McKinney on the near side. And it's stolen there by Fasting. Fasting with the breakaway layup. He's all alone. And a turnaround slam dunk. He did a 360 and slam dunked it. Roger Fasting did a little whirly bird out there. 360 himself and slam dunked it. And we got a timeout. Fergus County, our score. Glendive 21, Fergus County 18. 3:37 remains in the second period. 21-18 our score. Glendive Red Devils up on top of the Fergus County Eagles. Fergus County Eagles will take the ball out on their side in front of their bench. Pat McKinney, long pass over to Mike Chase in the back court. They cross the mid-court stripe. Get the ball now on the far side. Passes over to Agard. Agard in the far corner. Can't find anything. Passes that back out to Weir. Weir over to Mike Chase near the near side now. He dumps it over to McKinney. McKinney right in front of the Glendive bench, can't find anything. He passes back over to the far side of Chase. Chase now looks underneath to Jason Agard, all alone underneath. And Agard with a nice move to the bucket. And it's 21-20 as Fergus County comes straight back and scores 2 points. So 3:07 remaining. 21-20 our score. Glendive up in front. Bringing the ball down now. Number 20, Corey Neasley for the Red Devils. Excuse me, that was number 3, Darren Snow. Snow now dribble back to the tip of the key. Dumps it off to Corey Neasley. Neasley now holds the ball over his head. Can't find anybody. He passes it out to Dan Hood, who passes it to Roger Fasting, who takes a shot. No good, and rebound by Pat McKinney for the Fergus County Eagles. Fergus now slows it down as they bring it across midcourt and bring it up, drop it up to Mike Chase. Mike Chase now in the corner to John Hutchinson, back out to Chase. Chase now looking for somebody to pass it to. Pass out to McKinney on the far side, cross-court pass. Gets underneath to Hutchinson. Hutchinson turn around jump shot, no good. Rebound by Jim Weir. Jim Weir up with the shot, it's no good. Rebound once again is going to go to, and we have a whistle and a foul. I do believe it's going to be on number 42, Jason Agard. And 2 offensive rebounds by the Eagles, and they couldn't put either one of them in. So we'll walk the length of the floor and go down and shoot a 1-and-1 for the Red Devils. Jason Agard with his first personal. And to the line for the Red Devils, number 12, Dan Hood.
We're taking a look at the scorebook during that break. Roger Fasting for 14 of the 21 points for Glendive. We expected him to be one of the top scorers, and he's showing it. Agart, on the other hand, expected to be a top scorer, only has 4 points at the moment.
Dan Hood's free throw is no good, but a foul on the ensuing rebound on number 20, Corey Nisley. And so now we're going to walk the other way and shoot 1-1.
Fouls on Roger Fasting.
It was on Fasting.
Second personal.
Okay, Fasting second personal now.
And that will send Hutchison to the line at the other end.
Randy Anderson back into the game for the Red Devils. 21-20 our score now, as Hutchinson has a chance to tie it up for the Fergus County Eagles. Free throw's on the way. It's up and no good. Rebound by Fasting. Fasting is going to dribble down. Passes all the way on her back to number 14, Hunter Fuqua. But it was tipped out of there nicely by number 10, Pat McKinney, for the Eagles. So Glendive will take the ball out underneath their own bucket. Fasting waiting for the ball. A couple substitutes in and out there. We'll get them for as soon as possible. Fasting now with the throw-in. Dumps it off to Hood. Hood out to Hunter Fuqua. Hunter Fuqua over to Corey Nisley for a three-point play. Corey shot no good. Rebound by the big fella, Brian McConnell, for the Fergus County Eagles. And now slowed down ball game for the Eagles as McKinney brings the ball down the near side. Dumps it off to Weir. Weir over to Chase on the far side. McKinney now has with the ball. He's looking for somebody to throw to, and he throws across court to Chase. Chase now can't find anybody. He's going to bring it back out. They're going to slow it down as he passes off to Weir, and Weir over McKinney in the far corner. Takes a shot, no good. Rebound by McConnell for the Fergus County Eagles. He loses the ball. There's a scramble for it. Nobody seems to come up with it now. We're going to have a jump ball called as McConnell smothered the ball like a fumble in a football game. And we have a jump ball. And the arrow possession will stay with Fergus County. We have 1:49 remaining in the second quarter. A low scoring ball game, 21-20. Glendive Red Devils on top of the Fergus County Eagles. McKinney throws the ball in for Fergus County. Dips it over to Chase. Chase with a nice 12-footer, 2 points. 22-21, Fergus County back up on top now. Bringing the ball in for the Red Devils. Fasting, passes it off to Hunter Fuqua. Fuqua now dribbling on the top of the key, looking for a play to develop. He passes off to Corey Nisley. Nisley now over to Dan Hood. Dan Hood over to Roger Fasting on the far side. Fasting with that nice soft touch jump shot. 2 points. And the Red Devils get the lead back. 23-22 with a minute 22 remaining. McKinney now.
Really, excuse me, Ned, but Fasting's really impresses me with those moves he makes to the basket on the back door.
That kid is quite a ball player. I think he's big college material. Now stolen ball in there by number 42, Randy Anderson, for the Red Devils. So the Red Devils have a chance to expand their lead with just about a minute remaining in the second period. Hunter Fuqua with the ball. He dumps it off to Dan Hood. Dan Hood now over to Corey Nielsen on his side. He dumps it off to Fasting. Fasting going to drive the lane. He loses the ball and it's off his knee. But they say Lewistown hit it. So it'll be Glendive's ball underneath their own bucket. Into the ball game, number 40, Dave Ulrich. He's replacing Dan Hood. So Ulrich now seeing some action for the Red Devils, as the Red Devils will take the ball out underneath their own bucket. Throwing the ball in will be Hunter Fuqua. Fuqua now takes the ball from referee Schaefer. He gives it off to number 42, Anderson, inbounds. Anderson gives it off to Hunter Fuqua. Three-point play, no good by Fuqua. Rebound by Weir for the Fergus County Eagles. We go back the other way. McKinney now across the mid-court stripe, pass off to Chase, who gives it to Hutchinson. Back over to Weir. Weir now to McConnell. McConnell to Hutchinson, over to McKinney. McKinney over to Weir. Weir on the far side. He dumps it off to Chase. Chase now over to Hutchinson, back over to Chase. Over to Weir. Over to McConnell, who's out towards the half-court stripes. The big man out there. They're just going to slow her down, take the last shot, I believe. Chase now with the ball on the near side. They're looking for a good high percentage shot to end the second period. 16 seconds remain. McConnell now looks up the clock. Can't say anything. Passes off the Weir over to Hutchinson. Hutchinson to McKinney at the tip of the key. McKinney no place to go now. He dribbles towards the right side. Gives it to number 14, Weir. Weir for a three-pointer. Oh, in and out. No good. McConnell with the rebound. Up no good. And on the other side, another rebound. An offensive rebound by number 30, Hutchinson. His bucket's no good. So they slow it down, waiting for the last shot. They got 3 shots at it and can't put any in. So at halftime now, our score, Glendive Red Devils 23. The Fergus County Eagles 22. You're listening to Class A State Basketball on KXTL. We'll be back in set for the third period to start. And the possession arrow will point towards the Glendive Red Devils basket. And throwing the ball in for the Red Devils, number 42, Randy Anderson. He throws into Hunter Fuqua. Fuqua now dribbles to the near side, dumps it off to Dan Hood. Dan Hood holding the ball over his head, looking for somebody to pass to. Decides to dribble now, goes to the right side. It comes back over to the near side to Roger Fassing, who dumps it off to number 42, Anderson. Anderson misses the layup, and rebound, Fergus High School. Number 10, Pat McKinney, bring the ball down for the Eagles. He dribbled down the left side. He decides he's going to go all the way, and he finally dumps it off to Brian McConnell. McConnell back out to Weir. Weir over to Chase. Chase back over to McKinney in the far corner. McKinney with the cross-court pass to Weir. Weir now with the turnaround jump shot. It's up, and he's going to be called for a player control foul. As referee Hansen says he bowled over number 12, Dan Hood, so a player control foul against Jim Weir. And it'll be Glendive's ball going back the other way. Randy Anderson throwing the ball in for the Red Devils. Having a little trouble finding. Fuqua now passes it off. And he ends up traveling. He had nobody to pass it to. And he tried to get rid of it, but he ended up traveling. So now we go back the other way as Fergus County, or Fergus High School, take the ball in their own front court. We're now with the ball on the near side. It throws in Hutchinson on the inside key. He gives it back out to Chase. Chase is a 12-foot jump shot, no good. Passing with the rebound, quickly back out to Hunter Fuqua, who drives down all the way, takes a free throw, and puts it in for 2 points. 25-22, Glendive now as they expand their lead to 3. Bring the ball down now for Fergus is McConnell. McConnell and Hutchinson now. Hutchinson on the near side. Dumps it back over to McKinney. McKinney now over to Chase. Chase on the near side. Dumps it off to McKinney in the corner. McKinney looks around, can't find anybody to pass it to. Gives it back out to Weir for a 3-point attempt. No good. McConnell with the rebound for Fergus County. Fergus now with the ball. Gives it over to McKinney in the corner. McKinney back out to Weir on the outside. They give it over to Chase on the far side. Chase now looking for a play to develop. Nothing there. Gives it to McConnell inside. Quickly over to McKinney. Back over to the near side. McKinney puts the shot up. No good. Gets his own rebound. Puts it back up. That's no good. McConnell now with the rebound. And we have traveling. He's going to be called on McConnell as he snagged the rebound and went down to the floor. And traveling call by the official. Glendive's ball now is Randy Anderson going to throw the ball in for the Red Devils. And the principal for Fergus High School came in at halftime and told us that it was no longer Fergus County High School. It hasn't been for years. It is now Fergus High School, so we'll try to say Fergus High School instead of Fergus County. The throw-in by the Red Devils is batted away by the Eagles. It's knocked out of bounds by number 42, Jason Hager, for the Eagles. He loses control of it, goes out of bounds, and the ball belongs to the Red Devils underneath their own bucket. Randy Anderson with the ball in the near corner. Looks around, passes it off to Fuqua. Fuqua now over to Corey Nisley. Nisley back to Fuqua. Fuqua attempts a three-pointer, fakes it, no, gives it back to Corey Nisley, who drives the baseline, puts up a shot, and it's going to be called a player control foul on Corey Nisley as Brian McConnell, the big fellow, was set underneath in the key, and a player control foul. The bucket went in, but it will not count as referee Hansen calls player control on Corey Nisley. So the score remains 25-22. Glendive out in front. 6:05 remaining in the third period. Back now the other way. Pat McKinney for the Eagles passes it off to McConnell. McConnell over to Eggert. Eggert at the tip of the key. Brings it back out to McKinney. They're going to set up a play. He passes it off to Weir. Weir over to the far corner. Passes off to McKinney. McKinney now decides to take his turnaround jump shot. It's good. 2 points. 25-24. As McKinney with a nice 18-foot jump shot for the Eagles. Fassy now bringing the ball down for the Red Devils. Coming up behind him, McKinney tries to steal it. Passing out to Nisley. Now they decide to slow it down and set it up Hunter Fuqua with the ball at the tip of the key. Passes over to Corey Nisley. Nisley now passes over to Fassing on the near side. Fassing over to Fuqua in the near corner. Fuqua back out to Nisley. Nisley drives the bucket. No good as Brian McConnell rebounds for the Eagles. Back now the other way is number 24, Mike Chase with the ball for the Eagles on the near side. Looking for somebody to pass it off to. He passes off to Eggert. Inside turnaround free throw. No good. And we've got a jump ball on the rebound. And it'll be Fergus's ball, I do believe, on the possession arrow. Yes, it is Fergus's ball. It's number 10. Pat McKinney to throw the ball in for the Eagles.
And Dave Elrich checks in for Dan Hood, get a little more height in there for Glendive to get those rebounds.
Okay, I'll watch in the game now for the Eagles, or the Red Devils. Back to live action now as McConnell the turnaround jump shot for the Eagles. It's off the backboard, no good. Rebound by Roger Fasting. Fasting now brings the ball down. Dumps it off to Fuqua. Fuqua now calls timeout as Coach Don Boss wants to talk things over with his players. So 4:52 remaining in the third period. Our score, Glendive 24, Fergus High School What did I say? Did I say the right score?
No, you didn't.
Okay. Glendive 25, Fergus High School 24. We'll be back in 60 seconds. And we're back to live action as Glendive with the ball. A shot by number 40, Dave Ulrich, is no good, and rebounded there by Pat McKinney for the Eagles. McKinney dumps it off to Weir. Weir throws it back over to Chase on the far side. Chase now looking for somebody to dump it off to. He gives it to Weir on the near side. Near over to McKinney in the corner now. McKinney with the ball over his head, looking for somebody to throw to. He dumps it off to Hutchinson. Hutchinson back out to Chase, and Chase over to Weir. Back over to the far side. The ball thrown there by Fassing. A nice steal by Fassing. He's going to drive all the way down. He puts up a layup. 2 points. 27-24 now. As Glendive goes up by 3 points, and that Roger Fassing does it all.
Fasting's with 18 of the 27 points for Glendive.
Back to live action now as McKinney brings the ball across the half-court stripe, dumps it off to 42, Jason Agard. Agard now dumps it off to Chase. Over to Weir. Weir passes to McKinney in the far corner. McKinney tries to pass it to Agard underneath, and Agard loses control, and the ball goes out of bounds. So Glendive now will retain the ball back. As number 10, Ty Duffner, and number 12, Dan Hood, come into the game for the Red Devils. And number 50, McConnell, checks in for the Eagles, as does number 00, Vince Carlson.
You know, that's a number you don't see very often in high school basketball, and that number 00.
Yeah, a lot of times in football, not too often in basketball. Bring the ball in for the Red Devils now. Fasting with the ball in his backcourt in the far corner. Dribbles up now, passes the ball off to number 14, Hunter Fuqua. Fuqua with a nice drive down the lane, puts the ball up, and it's good. 29-24 now. Glendive up by 5. Fergus bringing the ball back down now. McKinney driving the lane, comes back down, loses the ball. Finally gains control back of it, passes it over to Weir. Weir now in the far court, and it's stolen there by number 10, Ty Duffner. And then Weir fouls Duffner, trying to get the ball back.
That's going to be the 4th personal on Weird. He's going to come out of the ball game, and Coach McMillan wants timeout for Fergus High School.
So we'll be back in 60 seconds. 22 remaining in the third period. 29-24, Red Devils on top of the Eagles. Red Devils with the ball. Roger Fassing on the near side, looking for somebody to pass to. Puts the ball back out. It's almost stolen in there by number 24, Mike Chase. Good defense by Chase, as the Red Devils will take the ball out in front of their own bench. Anderson to throw the ball in for the Red Devils. He throws it into Hunter Fuqua. Fuqua now dribbling towards the tip of the key, passes off to Fassing. Fassing with a nice move towards the bucket. Puts a nice jump shot up, no good. Rebound, Pat McKinney for the Eagles. So Fergus High School coming back the other way. Chase now on the near side. Dribbling towards the corner. Dumps it off to Brian McConnell, and there's a whistle.
A kick on Fuqua as he kicked it out of bounds.
Okay, Fuqua kicks the ball. We have a violation, and Eagles will retain possession. And Hutchinson tries to drive the baseline. He stopped in there nicely. He passes off to McConnell. McConnell threw on a jump shot. Rolls around the rim. No good. Fasting with the rebound. He's going to dribble the ball down court now as he crosses the mid-court stripe. He dumps it off to number 14, Fuqua. Fuqua now dribbles to the far side and backs back to Fasting on this side. Fasting over to Dan Hood. Hood over to Ty Duffner, who dumps it off to Fuqua. 3 guards in there for the Red Devils, and we have a foul on number 00, Vince Carlson, for Fergus High School.
That's going to be his first personal, 3rd team foul for Fergus, as Carlson kind of ran into, I believe that was Fuqua going for the pass.
So the Red Devils will take the ball underneath their own basket. 2:24 remains in the third period. 29-24 our score. Glendive on top of the Fergus High School Eagles. Glendive with the inbounds pass now. Over to Fasting in the far corner. Fasting then dumps it off to number 24, Doherty. Doherty over to Ty Duffner. Duffner over to Fuqua. Fuqua over to Roger Fasting on the far side. Fasting back to Fuqua. Fuqua with a 3-point bomber. 20-foot, no good. Rebound, Brian McConnell for the Eagles. Quickly with the outlet pass to Mike Chase on the near side. Chase now gets it across the midcourt line as he passes number 20, Corey Neasley. Neasley now back over to Chase. Chase to Hutchinson in the near corner. Hutchinson gets it back out to McConnell. McConnell turn around jump shot. No good, a little bit short. Rebound, Ty Duffner for the Red Devils. Duffner now driving all the way down, looking for somebody underneath to pass it to. Can't. Gets it back out to number 12, Dan Hood. Hood now passes off to Fuqua. Fuqua dribbling on the outside. Being guarded closely in there by 24, Mike Chase. Dan Hood with the ball now on the far side. He dumps it off to Fasting. Fasting going to drive. Can't find any openings. Gives it back out over to Fuqua. Fuqua over to 24, Brian Doherty. Doherty back over to Fuqua, and he gives it underneath to Dan Hood. And Hood with the shot. And it's no good, but he's fouled in the process.
Foul foul on number 30, John Hutchison. His third personal. Fourth team foul now on Fergus. And that's going to send Dan Hood to the line.
So Hood now with a chance to make it a 6-point lead for the Red Devils. A low-scoring game, 29-24. Minute 23 remaining in the third period. Hood's first free throw is good. And into the game, number 14, Jim Weir for the Eagles. Now Hood will get his second free throw attempt. 30-24 our score. Dribbles the ball 3 times, eyes the bucket. Free throw is on its way. It's also good. 7-point lead now for the Red Devils as number 20, Corey Nisley, comes back into the ball game. He's going to give Roger Fasting a breather as we got a minute 23 remains in the third period. Fergus High School now throws the ball, and Pat McKinney on the far side. McKinney back to Hutchison as they pass the mid-court line. Hutchison dumps it off to Weir on the inner side, and it's stolen in there nicely by Ty Duffner for the Red Devils. Glendive working back towards the near side now as they might work at the clock down a little bit. There's a minute 7 left in the third period. They're up by 7 points. And inside to number 30, Darren Snow for the Red Devils. He gets it back out to Nisley. Nisley back out to Ty Duffner for the Red Devils. They're just kind of working in and get a good high percentage shot. Dan Hood with the ball now. He gives it off to Corey Nisley. Nisley dumps it off to Brian Doherty. Doherty takes a shot. But we have a foul on the rebound. I do believe that number 12, Dan Hood for the Red Devils. So Hood committing a personal on the rebound, and Lewistown will retain possession.
Personal called against Ty Duffner, his first.
Okay, instead of number 12, we'll make it number 10 as Duffner called for the personal.
You knew it was one of those little numbers, right?
Fergus with the inbounds pass now. John Hutchinson in the backcourt in the far corner. Passes off to Eggert, and almost stolen in there by number 30, Darren Snow. Finally, they get it across the midcourt as Hutchinson now passes over to Chase. Chase over to McKinney. McKinney's going to take a three-pointer. No good. Rebound Hutchinson. The ball goes out of bounds. And they say it was knocked out by number 24, Brian Doherty, and it'll be Fergus's ball.
26 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Lewistown inbounding under their bucket, and in comes Vince Carlson. Add a little extra height and a little more bulk in there for Fergus.
So McKinney inbounds the ball for the Fergus Eagles. And we have a foul on number 00, Vince Carlson, as he pushed off an attempt to get the ball. And I believe that's going to be a 1-and-1 bonus shot for Glendive.
That is the 5th team foul for Fergus.
So a bad move on the part of Vince Carlson as he pushed off on an inbounds pass.
Brian Doherty will go to the line, and he's 2 for 2 in the first quarter for Glendive.
So Doherty has a chance to expand the lead to 9 points as he goes in for a 1-and-1. Doherty now at the first leg of the 1-and-1. He dribbles a couple 3 times. Eyes the bucket. It's on its way. It's no good. It's out the back of the rim. Rebound by Doherty. Good hustle by Doherty for the Red Devils. He picks up his own rebound. Gives it off to Ty Duffner for the Red Devils. He dumps it off to Corey Nisley in the corner. Who in turn gives it to Darren Snow. Snow back over to Nisley on the far side. Nisley now looking for a good high percentage shot to end the third quarter. Over in the corner to Ty Duffner. We're down to single-digit seconds. They can't seem to get a shot off, and the ball goes off number 30, Darren Snow, and he's going to lose the ball with only 4 seconds remaining at 31-24. Glendive with a 7-point lead, and Fergus now with a chance to get the last shot. And a long full-court pass by Brian McConnell is no good as it's intercepted by number 24, Brian Doherty, and he takes a 3-quarter shot. Almost goes in, but it doesn't. It's 31-24 at the end of the third quarter. You're listening to State A basketball on KXTL. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Glendive Red Devils with the possession arrow. Shot by Corey Nisley is no good and rebounded by the Lewistown Eagles. Fergus now with the ball. Pat McKinney in the far corner looking for somebody to toss it to. Decides to put the ball up. Nice shot by McKinney as he hits a 14-foot jump shot. 31-26 now. Fergus down by 5. Bring it down Fuqua for the Red Devils. Over to Fasting, back to Fuqua. Fuqua trying to set up a play now, looking over for the bench for some directions. He passes it off to Corey Nisley. Nisley now holding the ball over his head, passes it back to Fuqua in the far corner. Fuqua back underneath to Dan Hood. Dan Hood loses the ball. It's picked up by Fuqua. Fuqua passes out to Nisley, and then Nisley back to Fuqua. Now they're going to come to this side, try to work around again. Give it to Roger Fasting. Fasting now dribbles to the far side. He's looking for somebody to dump it off to. Gives it over in the far corner to Fuqua. Fuqua now dribbles back out towards the top of the key. Comes back over to this side to Dan Hood. Dan Hood over to Fasting on the far side. Fasting back over to number 42, Randy Anderson. He gives it back to Fuqua at the top of the key, who in turn passes Corey Nisley. Nisley now to Fasting at the free throw line. Fasting turnaround jump shot. It's good. 33-26 as Roger Fasting with the nice turnaround jump shot. And the Red Devils go back up by 7 points as the Eagles bring the ball down now. Number 42, Eggert with the ball. Dumps it off to Mike Chase. Chase gets it to McKinney in the near corner. Punches out to Weir. Weir with a three-point attempt. They say it was just two. He's just barely inside the line. So 2 points for Jim Weir. 33-28, back to a 5-point ball game. And a nice attempt by Pat McKinney as he stole the ball. Number 14, Hunter Fuqua, but then knocked the ball out of bounds, and a great diving effort by McKinney. Glendive will retain the ball on the far side of the court.
We might mention here, Ned, that Lewiston was already outscored in the fourth quarter, their third quarters. They only scored one basket in the third quarter, and they've already got two here in the fourth.
So immediately, as soon as the ball's thrown in, we got a foul on number 24, Mike Chase, as he tripped Hunter Fuqua.
That's his third personal.
So Hunter Fuqua to the line now.
Fuqua 1 for 4 from the line. Glendive didn't have a real hot third quarter either. They only scored 8 points.
It's hard to believe. There's only 10 points were scored that whole third period. Fuqua makes his first free throw, makes it 34-28, a 6-point lead for the Red Devils. 6:06 remaining in the fourth and final period. Fuqua now with the second chance as he was in the bonus situation. Stares at the basket, shots on its way. It's up. Bounces off the backboard, off the rim. It's good. 35-28 now. We come back the other way. Chase with a nice pass to McKinney underneath. Breakaway layup for McKinney, and he misses easy bunny. So he can't make it. A rebound by the Red Devils. Back the other way now. Roger Fasting for the Red Devils. As McKinney misses an easy bunny for the Eagles. We're back out. Jim Weir for the Red Devils. He passes out to Dan Hood. Dan Hood now back over to Hunter Fuqua. Hunter Fuqua to Fasting. Fasting with the 12-foot jump shot. It's up and good. 37-28. 9-point lead now. The biggest spread of the ball game for the Glendive Red Devils. Bringing the ball down for the Eagles. Jason Eggert passes it over to McConnell. McConnell back out to McKinney, the tip of the key. McKinney over to Chase at the near side. Chase now dumps off McConnell in the near corner. He throws it out to Jim Weir with the three-point attempt. No good. Rebound in there. Fought for it. Finally pulled down by Roger Fasting. Makes a full length court pass. Number 14, Hunter Fuqua. Easy 2 points. 41-28 now. As Red Devils go up by 11 points. And timeout. Fergus High School with 5:14 remaining in the fourth period. Glendive 39. Fergus 28. We'll be back. Glendive Red Devils on top of the Fergus High School Eagles. Fergus now inbounding the ball. Jason Eggert over to McConnell. McConnell back to Eggert. He crosses the mid-court side with some nice fancy moves by dribbling. McConnell dumps it off to McConnell now over on the far side. McConnell brings the ball. Bad pass, cross-court pass. Stolen there by number 22, Scott Duffner. And in turn, he's turning around and fouled.
He's fouled by Mike Chase. That's Chase's fourth personal. Now Chase and Weir, the two starting guards for Lewiston, both are in foul trouble with 4 personals.
So Chase drawing his fourth personal, and Scott Duffner to the line for the Red Devils. 39-28 our score. Duffner now can expand to a 13-point lead. His first free throw was up, no good. McKinney with the rebound for the Eagles. Going down the far side now. McKinney dribbling the ball. Decides to slow it down and set up a play. Passes over to Chase on the near side. Chase looks around for somebody. Dumps over to Weir in the corner. Back out to Chase now. Chase now dribbles towards the corner and he gives over back over to Weir. Weir with a 12-foot jump shot on the baseline. It's good. 39-30. As Fergus now with the full court pressure defense. Bring the ball down for the Red Devils. Number 20, Corey Nisley. Nisley dumps it off to number 42, Randy Anderson. And there's a whistle and a violation traveling called on the Red Devils. So a break for the Fergus Eagles now as they see if they can take advantage of it. They'll get the ball at midcourt. They're down by 9 points, 4:27 remaining in the fourth period. Chase with the ball right at half court. Dumps it off to the near side to McKinney. McKinney drives towards the lane. Going to put up a nice little 10-foot jump shot. 2 points. 39-32. And they want a timeout. They're down by 7 points. And Coach Lynn McMillan wants a timeout to talk things over with 4:16 remaining. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Civic Centers. Glendive will be taking the ball out underneath Fergus High School basket. Fasting with the ball, driving down the near side. He's in the back court. Finally gets the ball across midcourt line over to Corey Nisley. Nisley now dumps it off to Fuqua. Fuqua, the cross-court pass to Fasting. Fasting wants to put it up. Can't find any room out to Nisley. Nisley out to Fuqua at the tip of the key. Fuqua looking for somebody to throw it to. He passes it up to Corey Nisley, who in turn gives it to Fasting on the far side. Fasting back over to Fuqua. Fuqua now back out to Fasting. Who's at the tip of the key. He throws it inside to number 12, Dan Hood. And we have a foul. I believe it's going to be on number 10, Pat McKinney.
It's McKinney's third personal.
So McKinney whistled for the foul. His third personal now. As number 12, Dan Hood will go to the line for the Red Devils. 39-32 our score. 3 minutes and 50 seconds remain in the fourth and final period.
Hood 2 for 2 from the free throw line last quarter. And 2 for 2 for the game.
Hood now, his first free throw on its way. It's up and good. Rolls around the rim. 40-32 now our score.
Hood now with 3 points in the ball game.
Hood now with his second attempt. Eyes the bucket. Up it goes, and it's nothing but net. 41-32. And into the ball game, number 40, Dave Ulrich for the Red Devils, as he replaces Dan Hood. Eagles now bringing the ball in. McKinney in the back court on the near side. Passes across court to Hutchinson. Hutchinson now almost loses the ball. Then he ends up throwing it away. And it's going to go to the Red Devils.
And that's the 15th turnover for Lewistown in the game.
Hutchinson.
Excuse me, Ned. Glendive still with 6. They haven't had a turnover in this half.
So Hutchinson with the bad pass throws the ball away, and Glendive with the ball now. As Fuqua trying to set up a play, gives it to Fasting, and he'll go back to Fuqua. Fuqua with a 10-foot jump shot, no good, and we're going to have a foul on the rebound. And number 40, Dave Ulrich. Ulrich with the foul. We're not yet in the bonus. So Lewistown will take the ball underneath Glendive's basket in their back court. Hutchinson to throw the ball in for the Eagles. He throws it into McKinney on the near side. McKinney back over to Hutchinson. Hutchinson back to McKinney. McKinney now passes it over to 24, Chase. Chase puts it inside to Jason Egger. Jason Egger with a nice shot off the glass, but it's no good, but he's fouled in the process. And we'll see who the foul's on here as Jason Egger will go to the line for the Eagles. And the foul's on number 32, Roger Fasting. And that's his third personal.
Third personally, but it's only the fourth team foul on Glendive. It was a shooting foul, though, and Egger will go to the line. We're still not in the bonus situation.
So Egger now with a shot, with a chance to pull him within 7 as he gets 2 free throws. His first one's on the way, nothing but net. 41-33 our score now. 3:18 remaining in the fourth period. Egger now with the second chance. As the players shuffle around in the key there, trying to get the best position for the rebound. As Egger now ready for his second free throw. It's up on its way. It's also good. 41-34, back to a 7-point difference as Glendive going to bring the ball in now. Fasting, looking for somebody to throw to. Finally does dump it off to Ulrich. Ulrich over to Fuqua now as they across the midcourt line. Over to Fasting. Fasting throws to Ulrich underneath. Decides to work it back out. Fuqua now out to the tip of the key. Gives it to Fasting. Fasting going to drive the lane. He puts it up. And he's fouled in the process. And I believe they're going to call on number 10, Pat McKinney, as he come up behind Fasting and hit him on top of the head.
That's going to be the fourth personal on McKinney, as now he, Weir, and Chase all have 4 personal fouls for Lewistown. And that's something they got to be careful of now. They've been all playing this zone defense, both teams the entire game. They can't really play a zone effectively, I don't think, and keep those people boxed out if you've got a lot of fouls.
I agree with you 100%, Tim, as Fasting's first free throw was missed. The score remains 41-34, 3:05 remaining in the fourth period. Fasting will get another one as he was in the act of shooting. He eyes the bucket. It's up on its way. It's also short. No good. And rebound by number 40, Ulrich, for the Red Devils. Good hustle by Ulrich. He gives it out to Fasting. Fasting with the ball now out towards the tip of the key. He dumps it off to Fuqua. Fuqua back over to Fasting. Fasting eyes the bucket, decides to dribble in. Then passes underneath to Dan Hood, all alone underneath. And it's nice blocking here by Hutchinson for the Eagles as the Eagles get the ball back. Coming back the other way, Jason Egger dribbling the ball for the Eagles. He gives it over to Mike Chase. Chase now dribbles towards the tip of the key. Trying to look for an open move. He's going to drive the lane. Puts up a nice 10-foot jump shot. No good. And rebound by Ulrich for the Red Devils. So Ulrich, who hasn't seen too much playing time, all of a sudden now 2 key rebounds for the Red Devils. And Roger Fasting trying to throw it to Corey Nisley on the way back down and threw the ball away. It'll be Fergus High School's ball going back the other way on the turnover by the Red Devils.
And that's their first turnover of this half, Ned.
That is hard to believe, isn't it, Tim? One turnover in this half for the Red Devils, as they've came down to play basketball tonight and doing a pretty good job of it, almost flawless basketball. Shot by number 14. That's Weir for the Eagles. It's a three-point play, and it's 41-37. Suddenly it's a four-point game now again, as Glendive working the ball back up. It's Fasting on the near side. And we got a player control foul as Fasting pushed Pat McKinney off with his arm. And that'll be McKinney's fourth foul, I do believe.
That's
right. Or no, Fasting's fourth foul. He fouled McKinney.
Team foul.
And we've got a timeout. Glendive, as Don Boss calls timeout with 12:07 remaining. 41-37 our score. Glendive on top. We'll be back in 60 seconds. 12:07 remaining, and the Eagles will take the ball out of midcourt as the foul by Fasting, his fourth. Mike Chase with the ball now, puts up his finger and calls out a play, as the Eagles now are going to set up some offense. He passes it over to number 42, Eggert. Eggert with the shot, no good. Rebound in there by number 40 for the Red Devils, Dave Ulrich. So Ulrich with some key rebounds for the Red Devils in the waning moments of this ball game. Bringing the ball down Fuqua for the Red Devils. He passes over to Scott Duffner, number 22. Duffner now decides to drive underneath and throws it to number 12, Dan Hood. He's fouled there with number 42, Jason Eggert, as Hood's basket is going to count. And we've got a 43-37 ball game.
That's only the second personal on Jason Eggert. That last foul by Roger Fasting is only his fourth personal, but it was the fifth team foul for Glendive, so both teams now in the bonus situation with only a minute 40 to go.
So Dan Hood now with a chance to make it a three-point play. 43-37 our score, minute 40 remaining. Glendive up on top of the Fergus High School Eagles. Winner of this game will go on to play the Hardin Bulldogs tomorrow night at approximately 8:30. Good shots on the way. It's good. 44-37. And a substitute tried to get in for Glendive, but he couldn't quite make it as the Eagles took the ball out right away. As McKinney now got the ball for Glendive. He passes it over to Weir. Weir with the three-point attempt. No good. And we got a foul on the play. I believe it's going to be number 42, Jason Eggert. And Eggert now with the third personal foul. As the world starts to crumble around Lewiston, as things just don't seem to go right in the final minute and a half of this ball game for the Eagles.
And they're going to put Roger Fasting at the free throw line. Fasting with 22 points so far on the ball game, 2 for 4 from the free throw line.
Fasting's now first free throw attempt up. It's good. 45-37, 8-point lead now. Minute 29 remaining. Fasting will get the second shot now as he earned the bonus. His second shot is also good. And a substitute coming into the game, number 10, Ty Duffner for the Red Devils. So Duffner now in the game for the Red Devils, as the Eagles will be bringing the ball down. Pat McKinney now bringing the ball down for the Eagles. He dribbles to the far side, goes over the midcourt stripe, passes into the far corner over to Hutchinson. Hutchinson with the three-point attempt, no good. Rebound Dan Hood for the Red Devils. He passes over to Hunter Fuqua on the far side, and the ball's almost stolen in there by the Eagles. The fans want a traveling call by Fuqua, but the referee said no as he passes up to Fasting. Fasting now works the ball back out to Ty Duffner. They're going to try to burn some time off the clock. There's only a minute remaining in this fourth and final period. Fasting now on the near side. Looks underneath, tries to get the ball off, and it's stolen there by Jason Eggert for the Eagles. A bad pass by Fasting. Eggert now dribbling the ball down. He doesn't have much time. He's got to do something with it. Gives it over to Weir for a three-point attempt. His attempt's going to be a little bit short, and it bounces over the back of the backboard. It's going to be Glendive's ball going back the other way. 45 seconds remaining. 46-37 our score.
It looks like we're going to have Glendive and Hardin playing for the championship tomorrow night.
And that ought to be a classic matchup. So now we go back the other way as Glendive's bringing the ball down. Hunter Fuqua with the ball. He weaves in and out of two players to get the ball to number 42. Anthony Anderson, his shot is rejected by Hutchinson, who gets the ball off to Eggert. Eggert's going to drive now. He passes it off to Jim Weir. Jim Weir with an easy two-point layup for the Eagles. 46-39 now. 25 seconds remain in the ball game. Glendive trying to bring the ball in. There's going to be a foul number 42, Jason Eggert, as he slapped number 14, Hunter Fuqua, trying to get at the ball. Eggert's fourth foul now. 1-and-1 as number 14, Hunter Fuqua, will go to the line.
Brooke George, number 12, comes in to replace Todd Dawson for Fergus.
At the line, Fuqua now. 23 seconds remain. His team up by 7 points. His first one's on the way, and he puts them up by 8 as his first free throw is good.
Fuqua 4 of 6 from the line tonight.
Fuqua will get the second one as he earned the bonus. Eyes the bucket. Free throw's on the way. Nice high arch, nothing but net. And we have a substitute coming in, number 34, Tom Huber, for the Red Devils. He replaces Dan Hood. 23 seconds remaining now. This one's just about history as it's 48-39. Glendive on top. Jim Weir passes over the midcourt line to number 12. That's Brooke George. Brooke George, a three-point attempt, no good. Rebound by Fasting for the Red Devils. He throws it down court now, and it's stolen in there by number 12, Brooke George. Brooke George passes off to Weir. Three-point attempt, no good. And we're going to have a foul on number 42, Jason Agard, as he climbed up on the back of number 14, Hunter Fuqua. I believe that's his 5th foul.
We have him with 5, yes. That's only 4 according to the scorer's table, unless they change it. But Agard did leave the game and go sit down.
I think that was his 5th. I just think the scoreboard has it wrong.
And the one player we said wouldn't play tonight, Eric Nyberg for Glendive, has just gone in the ball game. So everybody for Glendive has now played in today's ball game.
Eric Nyberg in the game for the Red Devils. At the free throw line, number 14, Hunter Fuqua for the Red Devils. Number 22 comes in, Scott Duffner for the Red Devils. As that number 40, Dave Ulrich. Corey Nisley comes out. Fuqua now with the one-on-one attempt at the free throw line. As the Red Devils switch positions on the free throw lanes. Fuqua now hands the ball. Eyes the bucket. First free throw up, and it's good. 6 seconds remain in this ball game. A 10-point lead now for Glendive. This one's all but over. Just 6 seconds remain. It'll be Glendive and Hardin for the State A championship. Fuqua's second shot also good. And number 30 in the game for the Red Devils, Darren Snow, as he replaces Fuqua. And the Fergus Eagles bring the ball down now. Number 20, Todd Dawson with the ball. He passes out to Brooke George. Brooke George with the shot from the free throw line. No good, and there's the final buzzer. Our final score, Glendive Red Devils 50, the Fergus High School Eagles 39. We'll be back in 2 minutes.